Hi, my name is Claire Barnes, and I recently made this channel to talk about books, document my life, and cultivate a practice of gratitude. And today I'm going to share some things that I've been grateful for over the past couple months, but I want to do it every single month. So I'll have like a July gratitude journal, an August gratitude journal, and so on and so forth. So my goal is to have one vlog a month and then one gratitude journal, or like one type of other video. Maybe it's a book review video, maybe it's a cooking video. I don't really know. I'm still trying to find my niche, but I'm just having a good time creating content. I think it's just scratching like a creative itch. But I will say, I also create content on TikTok and Instagram. And that content is also kind of a little all over the place. I'm really just trying to figure out what works and what I like to do because I guess even if people are not watching, as long as I like to do it and it's interesting, then that should be good enough. So, yeah, I don't know. And I feel like I get maybe it's just like when I first started on TikTok, you get fed so much content about like how to become a content creator, how to get thousands of views. And I really didn't do it for that, but now that that's the narrative that I'm being fed, I'm trying to like fight off. I'm trying to fight off that narrative because it's not healthy. It's not healthy to bank your whole career or um your whole creative output on views. So that's not what we're doing today. Today, what we're doing is talking about gratitude. And I have my journal here. I journal not frequently. Well, this is all from this year. So I guess I do journal frequently. But I don't journal every day, but I journal when good things happen, when bad things happen, when I want to document travels. I have a lot of like creative pages where I make collages and stuff. I love to do collages. Um so yeah, I just love journaling. This is a little cat that I found in an Airbnb that I stayed in Paris. I don't know who drew it, but it's so cute that I took it. It was just like in one of the books there. Like it fell out of a travel guide and I was like, yeah, that's definitely coming home with me. Um okay, so let me find where I was writing. Yeah, so see, like I have my plane ticket. I have some other collages. This is from a sushi restaurant that I went to. I went to a natural history museum in the city that I live in. So I have some rams or goats. I don't know what those are. Okay, so it's going to be a list of things that I love, but also things that I'm grateful for. So I love the crisp morning air in like the spring and fall. There have been a couple of days this summer where the morning air is really crisp. I don't know what it is. Like the day is 80, but the morning air is like 70, 75. And I live in the Northeast, so I don't know. I feel like that's kind of uncommon. So I really been loving that and I feel very grateful for that. I feel very grateful that I can squint to see the craters in a full moon. And I love a big, bright full moon. I also think that half moons are really beautiful too, and crescent moons, but there's something about a full moon that just feels like spiritually aligned. And I know, at least for me, I feel like the full moon is a time for like reflection and growth. I love receiving letters from my friends. I love receiving love notes from my friends because I think the art of writing letters is so romantic. I love the feeling of sunshine on your face after a really bleak winter. There's a picture of me in Paris that I feel like, here, I'll insert it here, but I feel like I look like Nicole Kidman after she got divorced from Tom Cruise. Like I was basking in the sun, like I had come out of a horrible period of winter and I was like, thank God, it's over. So I'm really grateful for that. Um, I love the smell of banana bread and that I can make banana bread and eat it and I love the warmth from the stove too. I think I maybe wrote this at the turn of spring. So I love the warmth of the stove, especially in the winter. I love the smell of the ocean. I grew up on a coast and I love collecting seashells by the seashore. Uh, and I love playing with them too. I try not to take home too many seashells because why is that such a hard word to say? Seashells. I try not to take home too many seashells because I don't want to, take away parts of the natural environment that other creatures need to survive. But I think one or two shells, especially in an area that doesn't is not endangered or that doesn't ask you not to take home shells, I think is okay. I am so grateful for my mood lamp. I'll turn it on now because I sleep with the mood lamp every night because I'm afraid of the dark. I love the way that my plants light up when I water them, but also just seeing their growth. I got some of these plants 5 years ago, and I just love to see how they've grown. Like my fig leaf fig is so huge now. Like it didn't used to be that big, and I've moved it a couple times, which is kind of crazy. Like I pretty sure that they don't really handle being moved very well. So I'm so grateful that it's still alive. And I have a lime tree that grows teeny limes because it's not outside and I yeah, it's just not big enough yet. It's just at a stage where it's still small, but I love that it grows limes. It still like tries to produce limes, which is so sweet. And the last thing is that I love the feeling, and I'm grateful for the feeling of awe when you see something from a new perspective, whether that's a physical perspective or an emotional one. There's a really big rock by my hill, and I remember the first time that there's a really big rock by my neighborhood. Oops, I remember the first time that I walked up it and I just saw the city from a whole new perspective, and it made me feel like whatever's wrong with the world, like it made me take a break and a breath from everything that's wrong with the world because I could just see things from an eagle eyes view and it was so beautiful. And I grew up on a mountain and seeing a city, so I really miss that perspective, especially now that I don't live in California. Um, and so that's something I'm really grateful for when I can have that on the East Coast. And I also just love seeing things from new perspectives from different people. I love listening to podcasts, reading. And so I really feel very grateful that I can learn things from and that I can learn new things from new people. Um, so, yeah, that's what I'm grateful for this month. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.